I graduated from JIBC's Firefighting Technologies Certificate Program, otherwise known as the FFTC program, November 30th, 2018. It is such an honor to have been invited here today and given the opportunity to share my thanks and gratitude on behalf of my fellow students and the JIBC. Your donations, gifts, kindness, and support give students like myself a chance to find and pursue our passions. Personally, I cannot thank you enough. I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for your generosity. Spring 2018, I attended one of the women's firefighting workshops at the Maple Ridge campus. I signed up out of curiosity. I didn't tell anyone, I went alone. I've always had a great respect for first responders, but I didn't know if this was the right job for me. I didn't know if I'd fit in. At the info session, I met several women in the fire service who encouraged me to give it a shot. I had looked into the FFTC program about a year before and decided against it, as there was no way I could leave my job for 7 weeks and the cost of the program was currently out of reach. However, at this info session, I learned that the first part-time program was starting in less than a month. I literally went home and applied that day. I knew I would struggle with covering my tuition, but I thought since I'm working throughout the course full-time, I will at least break even and hopefully not have to take out a loan. I was also encouraged by a few students and few student mentors at the info session to apply for the Joslyn Roberts Memorial Award. So, out of faith, I applied, signed up to take the Candidate Physical Ability Test, or CPAT for short, and began my journey. By the time I got accepted and started my online portion, I had about a month to complete my CPAT courses and 3 final exams. I was also leading a team of youth to Cuba on a service trip mid-August, so the pressure was definitely on, and it was a very, very busy summer. Our first day of class was September 11th. We took a moment to remember the first responders that gave their lives that day and the hundreds more who had passed since then due to health effects. The room was heavy, but it was at that moment I knew I was supposed to be there. I loved every hour of my training. My classmates had my back, the training officers were phenomenal, and I learned so much about the fire service. Not just practical skills, but about the culture and what is expected of me as a team member. Our class was small, just me and 7 guys, and we quickly earned the nickname from our training officers, Snow White and the 7 Dwarves. The boys didn't really like the nickname, but I thought it was quite clever. At the time, I was working 6 to 2:30, Monday to Friday. I would drive out to Maple Ridge on Tuesday, Thursday at 3 p.m., often would take a quick nap in my car, and be home around 11:30 p.m. Saturday and Sunday, I would leave my home around 5 a.m. and return in the evening around 7 p.m. It was a very long 12 weeks, but I would do it again in a heartbeat. One of my favorite days at the JI was our first Saturday. It was hailing, pouring rain, windy, freezing cold, and we spent almost 6 hours straight outside learning how to roll hose 5 different ways. My knees were so bruised and I was so tired, and I'm pretty sure our training officer was enjoying how miserable the day was, but I know for a fact that nobody rolls hose better than Class R19, and I was so happy to be there. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, the training was intense, long days, early mornings, and lots of bruises. There were some days that I depended on my teammates, and I know days that they depended on me as well. We held each other up and we got each other through. Around the time I was trying to figure out how to pay for my hazmat course, I got an email informing me that I was one of the recipients of the Joslyn Roberts Memorial Award. I'm so honored to have received this award. I want to personally thank the Roberts family and all supporters of this award. Because of this scholarship, I was able to complete the rest of my required courses, including getting my Class 3 driver's license, throughout the next few months without taking out a loan. On the last day of class at my graduation, I was surprised with and honored to receive the John Bailey Memorial Award. Again, I want to personally thank the Bailey family for their generosity and support. What an honor it was to be selected by my classmates and training officers for this award in front of my family and friends. Women are often told they can't do something or shouldn't do something because they aren't strong enough or that it's for men. Men are generally stronger, yes, but when I train hard enough and throw a little technique in there, I can be just as strong, and I proved that. Thank you so much for helping me and students like myself discover a career path that we were meant for and receive the best training possible. I'm currently applying for departments and adding courses to my resume. I'm so excited to see where I end up, and it's all thanks to you, because without the hope of financial aid, I wouldn't have even taken the chance.